Hey folks, it's Paul here from ImpulsiveCulinarian.com, and in this video I want to tell you about my very own dairy-free, gluten-free pancake recipe. Kid approved, kids of all ages, current company included. So as is the case with pretty much all of my gluten-free, dairy-free recipes, I like to make them such that anybody can enjoy them, not just allergen sufferers or people with celiac disease. Anybody that tries these pancakes is going to enjoy them because they taste like real fluffy pancakes. They don't taste gluten-free. So let's get right into the ingredients. Here's what you're going to need. Alright, so for your wet ingredients, you're going to want to get 1.5 cups of dairy-free milk. That could be almond milk, coconut milk, whatever blend works for you. You're going to need 3 tablespoons of coconut oil, which you're going to melt or put them in the microwave to melt it. 1 ripe banana, which you're going to mash. Now for the dry ingredients, here's what you're going to need. 1/3 of a cup of corn flour, 1/3 of a cup of white rice flour, 1/3 of a cup of sweet rice flour, 1/3 of a cup of tapioca flour or tapioca starch, same thing, 1/3 of a cup of potato starch, 2 tablespoons of sugar. We like to use organic cane sugar, but if you can tolerate white refined sugar, that's fine. You're going to need 1.5 tablespoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of guar or xanthan gum, and 1/2 teaspoon of fine sea salt. Last but not least, optional ingredients, optional. We always put this in. 1/3 of a cup of your very best quality dairy-free chocolate chips or chunks or anything like that. Let's make pancakes. So during the week, for most people anyway, it's rush, 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 get everyone out of the house and go and do all the things that you've got to do. But on the weekend, great time to just cool down, relax, and have some pancakes. So let me tell you about my dairy-free, gluten-free pancake recipe. Here's how it starts. Get a big mixing bowl. Get all the dry ingredients, put them in there, and whisk them together so that they're all nice and combined. Big whisk. There you go, dry ingredients combined so they act like one ingredient. So with all your dry ingredients mixed up, get out your non-stick frying pan or griddle and put that on the stove and get it warmed up. Thanks to our good friend Diana, you know who you are, for introducing me to this amazing non-stick device. So every oven is different. You know, on my stove, I'll just show you where I set it. I usually put it at 4, so out of 10, right? That means it's just medium low. No higher than that, otherwise later on they start to burn. So with the pan warming up, next thing I want to do is get my milk into the dry mixture. I'm using the coconut almond blend. There's a whole bunch of stuff out there. You can use soy milk, whatever's good for you, as long as it's dairy-free. Whisk it together so there's no lumps. So it may seem a little liquidy at first, but if you've ever made pancakes before, gluten-free or regular or otherwise, you know that it always congeals a little bit. That baking powder, and especially the guar gum, it's going to thicken it a little bit. So don't worry, as you're processing the rest of your ingredients, it's going to get just to the right consistency. Next, you're going to take your coconut oil, which is solid, and put it in the microwave for around 30-40 seconds, and get it liquid and put it into the mixture. Coffee break. Ooh, hot stuff. So take your melted coconut oil, pour it into the wet mixture, and be careful as you're whisking it not to splash any hot oil on you. Bad thing. So like I was saying, just in the short time that I've added my coconut oil, it's already thickening up very nicely. This is going to be a perfect consistency to make pancakes with. I don't think I have to show anybody how to mash a banana, and it looks kind of nasty. So just mash your banana, hopefully a slightly ripened banana, and get it in there and mix it together well. There are banana purists out there. I think I might be one of them. By using an over-ripened banana, just like if you're making banana bread, the flavor is unmatched. Guys, you got to use ripe bananas. Save them, put them in the freezer. We have a bunch we'll keep for just such an occasion. Mash it up. Get your ripe banana into the mixture. All right, this is almost ready to go. Now the last optional ingredient. Why would you not include this? Some chocolate chips. So as always, this is not a product spot, a product endorsement, okay? I don't get paid to mention the stuff that I'm using. However, I want you to be aware. If you're looking for something that's an allergen-friendly product for chocolate chips, Enjoy Life have a great brand, okay? These mini chips, they've got these chocolate chunks that are pretty good. There's larger, dark chocolate chips for using for cookies and stuff. Anyway, great product. That's what we use all the time. I recommend adding a generous 1/3 of a cup. Okay, so one final mix, and you're ready to make some pancakes. Oh, that looks great. All right, let's cook them up. So just before you start, check your pan. If you've been busy yapping away like I have, then maybe you want to take the pan off for a few seconds just to let it cool down if it's too hot. Otherwise, get some of your favorite whatever margarine, butter that you normally use, and put a little dab in the pan. Scoop them in the hot pan. You know, I just realized now as I'm making these, I have never timed how long per side. I don't know. I really do look for those telltale bubbles to appear on the top of the wet side of my pancakes. 3 minutes, that's my guess. So if you've ever made pancakes before, you know what to look for. There's these telltale bubbles that appear on the top of the wet side of the pancake. They just sort of whoop, whoop, pop up every once in a while. As soon as you start to see a lot of those, that means that they're ready to flip. You can always check just to make sure. Have a look on the bottom. If they're nice and brown, flip them. Flipping pancakes. It's an art. Don't layer them on top of each other. So the first batch is always an experiment. That's how you find out if your pan is too hot or too cold. I found that these took a little bit longer than normal to cook, so I've turned up my heat just a tiny bit, not much, 4.5. And I think that the rest of them are going to go nicely. Okay, girls.
Video is recording?
It sure is.
You might have seen us in other videos like this.
Stop. All right, jokers. What do you like on your pancakes, Sam?
I like maple syrup.
Yeah, that's a classic. How about you, Cassidy?
I like baked eggs and jam on the side.
Just
What?
what?
It's popular. What? It's popular.
You're the best. All right. She wants a breakfast on her breakfast. Yay, get out of here. So rinse and repeat that process until you're out of wet stuff. So there you have it, folks. A nice batch of dairy-free, gluten-free pancakes. So I hope you enjoyed it. My name is Paul from impulsiveculinarian.com, and subscribe to the channel. Lots more videos to come. See you in the next one, guys.